Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Enugu. Good morning, guys. Good morning, girls. Good morning, everyone in their category. I must tell you that today is an amazing day, and today is the 1st of July 2026, the day that sports has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. You know how we do it here. We bring you the best of what's happening around the world of sports, around the world of tennis, Formula One, and the games that are coming up just same time and same ties in the FIFA World Cup
Yeah,
worldwide.
good morning, Mr. Goodlove. This one that you're adding sports and Bible quotes, you're trying to remix it. I see, you're going places. So, this
You are going places
this
too.
your remixing kind of kind of a method that you started with. It's nice when you start, writing. You can even do songs, for all these artists, and you'll be like a songwriter. But mixing it is good. It's good for you. Good morning, viewers around the world. How are you guys doing? It's Wednesday morning, of course, and like he has said, it's the first day of July. Welcoming you to a new month, a brand new month that promises to be amazing in terms of sports. Every sport that is coming up, we have a lot. In terms of in the world of boxing, there's a lot of matches coming up that we are going to bring to your way. And of course, the FIFA World Cup is still in the round of 32. A lot happened yesterday, a lot is still going to happen today. Stay tuned as we give you all the updates and analysis as it went down yesterday.
Yeah, stay glued and stay. I want to stay safe.
No, of course, you have to stay safe
Of
too.
course, you have to stay safe. A lot has been going on, like
Yeah.
seeing the updates coming. LeBron James is going to, take a bow from the Lakers too, and then
The man is old enough
is
to
old
you
enough to
should
take a
believe it.
bow, of
Yeah.
course. And you will see, records made, records created, records broken too. And I must tell you, is something that has no limit, no limit to it. And it has been amazing watching guys set the record, break the record, set the record again. Talking about the likes of Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Ousmane
One
Dembele.
person is setting, another person is coming to break.
Yes, and also talking about Formula One, where we have the English, British Grand Prix this weekend is coming up. So you are expecting the likes of Sir Lewis Hamilton to feature, and you are expecting Kimi Antonelli too to also feature. And these guys are going to really, push it out there to ensure that the game is not just something that you will just watch. You will also enjoy
You
it.
have to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I know many people don't enjoy driving because they feel like that if they drive or if they do anything, it could be a problem to them. But many people, like
You're scared of
worldwide,
the
worldwide
accident.
doesn't look like who enjoys driving.
No, I do enjoy driving, but not the fast cars. I don't. First of all, I don't. In fact, I don't like driving. A car that is too fast and that might cause because sometimes the feeling you might get out of control when the car is so fast. You might want to enjoy the drive, enjoy the ride, and you might go to a speed that you can't even control just for that feeling. Especially when you're driving Mercedes. When you match the throttle and the thing is just moving. The thing is giving you that feel like you will feel like you are in a freeway. Meanwhile, anything can happen. Someone can just enter the road. Someone can mistakenly just be crossing, and you are driving in a very fast speed that you can't match the brake and to save you. So anything that is going to that is more prone to accidents, I like to avoid it. So I prefer if it's football, then I can enjoy football. I play football, so I enjoy football. But driving, I just enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching the guys, do their thing, and we support them from distance. But if you come to football, if you come to basketball, if you come to tennis, where the risk of accident is we'll say is very low or is minimal, then I can do those ones. I'm good at those ones. Call me any day, I will come aside to do it. But if you start going to boxing or wrestling, I can tell you that I have no business there in being one of the person that is fighting, but I can have business there watching it, enjoying myself. But being the person that they are giving the blow or having to lift and give fall from grace and all those things, I'm not interested. I'm entirely not interested.
Yes, I'm me, so I'm not interested, but I would see what goes on and what will happen at the end of the day. Now let's talk about the English Grand Prix. That's the British Grand Prix that's
Yeah.
coming up this weekend. You see, a lot of teams are preparing for that grand effect that will change the world of Formula One. Seeing that Lewis Hamilton has won it back to back, and that's one of the Grand Prix he usually wins, and teams are
It's
also
like
getting ready.
his own. In fact, is a trophy for him. He has been
Yeah,
winning it over time.
it's actually a trophy for him, and it has really given it over time. So I was thinking, in this year's, British Grand Prix, someone else could emerge as the winner.
I'm hoping. For me, I'm hoping. Of course, you already know who I am hoping to see, win, because I can tell you that for the past two Grand Prix, he has not won, and it's kind of, we the fans, is kind of painful for us because the other one he didn't finish because of technical issues. Then the one he managed to finish, he did not even come outside in either second or third. So it's been a while for like 2 months now. He has not won anything, and so we are really rooting for Kimi, the guys of Mercedes to get a win. Also, if George Russell could also do something, we don't mind as long as it's Mercedes. But of course, I'm a fan of Kimi in terms of Formula One, so I'm really hoping to see Kimi win this time around from the all English Grand Prix. But of course, we know the likes of Sir Hamilton is still there, something that he has won back to back. This is like his own background trophy. He's known very well to be the champion of this English or British Grand Prix. So it's going to take a lot to win someone who is already used to the race, is used to the arena, is used to the the driving part. So you are going to have to do a lot. You will not just come from somewhere and say you are going to win someone that is used to the road. This road is used to it. He has driven it for more than 2 3 times. He has driven and he has won. So it's going to take a lot, but I'm hoping this time around that Kimi will get a win from this.
What if in preparation aspect? Who do you think would prepare more? Who do you think would?
Yeah, that's the same. For me, Kimi has not done this before, so I think the guys, even the guys in Red Bull, they have a lot to do. Red Bull, McLaren, but for someone that has been doing it and consistently winning over time, you will know that he's used to it. It's like when you're playing a match in a field, in your home ground, you are used to the field, you know the length, you know the breadth. So someone that is coming to play you there, we have more work to do in preparing because you're coming to an unknown ground that you're not used to. So these other guys, these guys, I'm telling you, they are going to be doing a lot of preparation right now. They're going to be doing a lot. Meanwhile, so Hamilton, of course, will be doing his own preparation, but I'm seeing the other guys. It's likely for them to be doing more because they're going somewhere they're not used to. So the guys in Mercedes, Kimi, George Russell will be doing more. Verstappen will be doing more, and Piastri, the rest of them will be doing more in terms of preparation.
Yeah, there will be more intense of preparation. But how about when you're watching the game and you're seeing also Verstappen too coming to the limelight just in the other race that was just concluded?
Yeah.
Max Verstappen has proven to the world that he is not someone you sideline. He's someone you also include as the champions in
Yeah.
Formula One. Seeing that some time ago in the history of Formula One, he won. He had a Grand Prix back to back, and also he was the champion. I mean, the champion of Formula One back to back. It took a lot. He was, in fact, we call him the Jose Mourinho and Alex Ferguson. Of course, that day we saw also that he was the Pep Guardiola of Formula One that particular season. Are we going to say that seasons come to an end, citing that he has done his part and he has calmed down and it's about to get into a new season? Well, that's actually what I wanted to know, if people this person is flourishing in this season, next thing he comes down, next thing he starts again, next thing he comes down, next thing he starts again. So
No, Verstappen, we can't take him out of the picture. You just saw
we
him.
can't take Verstappen out
You
of
just saw
the
him. He
picture
won the
for
last race, the last Grand Prix. So this guy is still in the picture. You cannot just take him out. But sometimes, just as you have said, sometimes your era will come to an end, another person will start. And he was not winning before. Prior to this time, it was more of Kimi that was doing the winning. Then Sir Lewis Hamilton had to come and win something again. Then now him is also coming to win the last. Now we have another tournament that we might not even get to see. These names we are mentioning now, it might not be that maybe any of them might even win. Leclerc is still there. You might just come outside and you see that Leclerc has won the race, or Piastri has won the race, or George Russell was the one to win. So these guys have been driving, they have been doing good. If maybe they did not finish first or second, but you have been seeing them third, fourth, fifth, just still in the race. So something can happen this time around that you might have. Okay, the last time Kimi had a technical issue. The other time, even Sir Hamilton also has his own technical issue. So sometimes this thing come into play. There are factors that can affect your driving. So when these things happen, someone else that you might not even perceive that this is the person that is going to win the race. He will come out and win the race when everything goes all smooth for him. And we are not going to say we are going to sideline any Verstappen. I can't say I'm going to sideline. He has been doing great. This is someone that has been doing things back to back champion for some season, and he's still there riding. So I'm not taking him away from the picture. So we have a lot. We have more than 7 8 names that we are used to in this time in this Formula One. So at the end of the day, we are going to have to wait and see who is going to come up with it.
Well, me, you know where I'm standing.
Of course, I know where you.
No, you don't know where I'm standing.
I know who you are
because
standing.
I'm
with.
seated.
You
Am
are
I
seated,
standing?
but I know who you are already rooting out for. So we are going to have to wait to see who is going to win this race.
Well, we're going to watch to see who we're going to take. You know, who's going to win this race. And let's just talk about LeBron James. You know, the guy whose career has spanned across the ages, and who has really, really done a lot of, who has shown basketball, who has shown sports that there's longevity attached to this, and who has not been, down. I mean, talking about how he has been part of the, Los Angeles Lakers. So, I mean, looking at how he has, for this time, he has just tried to take it down and tried his best to, work out things. What do you think about this guy? I mean, not because of what happened to him with in Lakers, but talking about him as a career personality. What do you think about LeBron James? Because when I look at LeBron James, I see someone who has defied all odds. He really has defied all odds, and he didn't just defy all odds. He built every other odd too.
Yeah.
So I think we are set for a wonderful time to have this guy, feature in one of the best times in sports. Someone you can always call and he will answer you. Someone you can always give, someone you can always give that privilege to do something and to take his team to the next level, and he always would answer. So I don't know if there's anything you have to say about LeBron James.
This is a guy, like you have said, he has shown longevity. This guy played.
He's 41.
Even when this guy was still playing Michael Jordan, he played alongside this guy, and he's considered one of the GOAT, just like we have the GOAT in football. This is also considered as one of the GOAT in basketball. He has played for almost 2 decades now. He's 41 already, and he's still balling. Quite enough, he's still balling, and probably he's going to retire this season. So the guy has been there. The record that he has made speaks for him. He's a 4-time NBA championship winner. He's a 4-time NBA MVP award winner, 4-time. He has also been in the final and won it like the MVP for those finals for 4 times. NBA All-Star selection 22. That's a record. He has been selected 22 times for the NBA All-Star. Imagine you have to play. He has been playing for seasons, more than 2 decades now, and he has been selected for a number of 22 times, NBA All-Star selection.
Yeah.
Then he's the NBA all-time leading scorer. This is the NBA. So he's considered as one of the best players that basketball has seen. He's in the, if you are going to ask between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, that's another argument that people are going to keep arguing. But of course, he's one of the good. He's also an Olympic gold medalist, 3 times with the team USA. That's the USA men's team. So this guy, in terms of basketball, I can tell you that he's one of the GOATs. You can't take it away from him. As when I was still little, I watched him. He was playing, and to still be very active right now is something that I can tell you that he is one of the GOATs. And
as of 2009,
he has been playing
NBA highest goal scorer.
So, and imagine when someone is going to break that record, NBA all-time leading goal scorer. We are seeing it in football. We are seeing it in other sports. Messi being we saw it yesterday. Now Mbappe has equaled the record for someone that has been playing, has 6 World Cup. He has been in World Cup 6 times. Mbappe now, just as young as Mbappe is, he's also has equaled that record. So sometimes this record come and someone else can come to break it. But I'm going to tell you that this NBA all-time goal leading scorer is going to be something that will take another decade for someone to break.
But looking at what he has achieved with the Lakers,
what
he has achieved with the Lakers, he has achieved a lot. He has, played in several seasons. He has won. There's nothing basically you could win in the world of basketball he has not won with the Lakers. There's nothing basically that you win. Now you will see him. He has stayed there for 8 seasons. 2020 NBA champion, 2020 finals MVP, 8 times All Star, 7 times All NBA, NBA's all time scoring record, one of the best Lakers of all time. So let's just take a look at the letter that was written to LeBron James from Jenny Boss, the Lakers, the chairman of Lakers. It says LeBron James is one of the greatest athletes in history. He will always be thankful for his 8 years with the Lakers, including the title he led us to in 2020 under the toughest imaginable circumstances and the countless records he broke in purple and gold. We wish him all the best in the future, both on the court and off. He will always be a cherished part of Lakers family. He will always be a cherished part of the Lakers family. And this is the shortest thank you letter I've read from, from professionals and from men. Now,
He had to keep it short. Of course, he's still going to come outside, and still say thank you. This is just the letter. Maybe the final match that he's going to play, it's going to be an emotion-filled, speech, or even the arena is going to be filled with emotions. And he's still going to say something, even maybe longer than this one that we have read. This is just a thank you letter.
yeah, that's so important. And he actually would continue his, his next 2026, 2027 season. And he has actually informed them of their franchise that he can move with her because he wants to play elsewhere. He really wants to play elsewhere. He wants to, check other other teams
Other
and
leagues.
like football at 41 you are retiring, but here in basketball at 41 he's still fighting for his seat. He's still moving into the next phase of his life, and I must tell you it's very important. Unlike football where at 41 you are told that you cannot even run again.
There are rep, we are seeing in the World Cup how many people, above 40 are playing, right now. You can't count up to 15 of them. You just have a few of them. And they're already telling you that this is their last World Cup. After this World Cup, most of them are retiring. And even not just from country football, also from club football, because you are getting age already, your bones are getting weak. This is not the time to be running around. This is the time where you have to rest, go have some time with your family. So LeBron James also, it's not that he's retiring, but he's moving to a less professional league, like somewhere that you are still playing basketball, but not with that intensity. You are just there to keep yourself fit. So most time is you are also seeing this thing in football where players will go to another club to play football, but the league is not that intense. Like we saw Casemiro now, he has gone to Inter Miami to play football. It does not mean he's part of retiring, but he's going to somewhere that he does not need to be running too much. It's not with so much intensity where you just play to keep yourself fit. Ronaldinho, even at 44 now, he has signed for a club in the Italian Serie C side. Just these are things you do just to keep yourself fit. You're not really there to say you are going to win a World Cup or you are going to win the league title. Just to keep yourself fit, let the body have some exercise. So it's basically part of the retirement plan. Meanwhile, some people just retire and just stop football. We saw when Hazard retired, he just stopped. Sometimes because of injury sake, sometimes because of your health. Christian Eriksen now, we hope he's back, but I can tell you for a fact that he will likely not going to, in fact, feature in any football match anymore. So these things happen when you are at this age. You just have to keep the intensity low because age is no more on your side. And if you are going to imagine still remaining in the Premier League right now for someone like Casemiro, even the match against the last match they won 2-1 against Japan, he was the man of the match. But we saw the goal that Japan scored. The person just had to run past Casemiro. Casemiro before you don't get to pass him like that. He's going
He's the
to
tank.
he will either tackle you or give you one tackle that he could not afford to foul that player
if
anymore.
you talk about that game, that game had high intensity and Casemiro delivered.
Yeah, he delivered, but that's why I was talking about the first goal.
Delivered.
When the person run past him, you could see that age was telling on him. He could not chase the person down anymore, and he just had to let him go. Then Japan got the lead. So when he was also needed, he also gave them the call. But you could see the effect of age telling on him that you can't, move your body that much. If you even watch Suarez, sometimes people are ready just retire because he can no more run. If you put the ball on the run for him to, a pass that he has to run for it, definitely the defender will get there before him. So he's no more that Suarez that we used to know. He's already aged. So these people at a time. They just go to a league where you don't need. If you put Suarez now in Manchester City, you are just looking for trouble because he's not going to deliver. So they have gone to a place where they will just have to run a little bit and you substitute them. So these guys have done well in terms of what they are doing. LeBron James has done everything. He has won everything. So you are not expecting him to still stay in a league that's still full with intensity. You just have to go somewhere, play some time, play 1 or 2 halves, play 1 or 2. Then you go for your full retirement where you don't have to partake in all these things again. You might just go into coaching, go into other things, but you leave the sport eventually.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. And we take a short break. When we return, we're going to bring you into the world of football. We're going to give you updates on how the matches came, the standings in the group, what you expected to know, and the dramas that has been involved with the FIFA World Cup. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back shortly. Stay with us.
In a world that never stands still, where stories break in seconds and moments shape history, one station keeps you connected to your nation, to the continent, to the world.
From breaking news to powerful stories, from business and politics to culture, lifestyle and entertainment, we inform, we inspire, we keep you ahead.
This is more than television. This is your window to everywhere that matters.
ANEKE TV. Move with the world.
Welcome back. Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the world of football, the dramas, the information coming to us, and all the things that we have actually gone ahead to take from the information and how it has been happening in the world of transfers.
Yeah,
The teams,
for-
people that have been,
There has been
this buying and the selling, the business
this
side
is the
of
period
football.
of business now. Clubs are going to buy, clubs are selling. We are seeing the saga between Matheus Fernandes and Manchester United, where it seems Tottenham are now the owner of the player because Tottenham have agreed they will pay 85 million naira fixed for Matheus Fernandes. No add-on this time around. That 85 million is fixed. Manchester United wanted to pay about 70 something, then they will pay add-on, but Tottenham have placed a better offer, and the players himself is saying he's ready to go to Tottenham because he cannot be there delaying waiting for Manchester United, who are not meeting the demand from the club. So of course the Zebi is happy with the guy. He said he needs him in Tottenham, and the guy has said okay, if he cannot get Manchester United, he's going to Tottenham. Then also another person that we have on the transfer news right now, the rumor that we are having here, is Bournemouth Alex Scott. This is another player that since Manchester United could not get their hands on Fernandes, they are trying to go to Alex Scott, but also, in fact, it's looking like Manchester United are getting so much disappointment this season because Bournemouth has come out to say they are not ready to sell Alex Scott, that he still has to play for at least one season before they let him go. So it's like another disappointment where you're not getting Fernandes, you're not getting Alex Scott. Who are you now going to get this time around? You also have to go and look for someone. All the players, in fact, Manchester United right now have been turned down almost 3 times by the important players that have been looking for. So they are trying to fill up that midfielder. Ugarte, we saw he has also had,
He's
in fact, he
injured,
had
yeah.
injury of return. So they are trying to fill up that void where Casemiro left. Ugarte now is injured. You just have Maino and Fernandes there, who are the 2 basic players that you have in the midfield. So they wanted to replace the Casemiro that is leaving. Then Ugarte, of course, they wanted to even loan him out. Now that he's injured, I don't know if it's going to be possible where a club will come and buy someone that is injured. So they are just trying to fill up that void. Now they will have to go for another person and hope or pray that this person does not reject them, because I can tell you that the management right now are trying to, be wise in their spending, be cautious in their spending, because gone are those days when you just throw money
yeah.
around and the player don't deliver. Then at the end of the day, it's like a wasted investment where you are now having to make loss. You get to sign player for a huge sum of money. That's what basically Manchester United is avoiding, because it's not that they cannot pay that 85 million for Fernandes, but when you get to throw money around and these players don't deliver, you are the one that is running loss. So they don't want to do those kind of investment anymore. We are even seeing Chelsea also trying to streamline their spending. Now they are going for Granit Xhaka about 9 million euros. It's a good deal for them. They sold Cucurella for about 60 million euros. So they still have money in their purse. Going for an experienced player, a man like Granit Xhaka, to add to the midfield they already have, the likes of Enzo Fernandez future in Chelsea, if he's going to still remain in Chelsea this coming season, is likelihood of, in fact, I can say it's less than 50% because right now he's offering himself to Real Madrid and they have been in discussion trying to get a fee. So what is remaining right now is just the fee. In terms of personal terms, Fernandez has already agreed, his own personal side. He wants to leave Chelsea. We have seen that over time. Chelsea are trying to keep him, but the player is saying he wants to go to Real Madrid. They have lost Cucurella already to Real Madrid. So they are trying to, fill up those void that is already created. They signed a defender last week, but the midfield, they have not fortified it yet. So these rumors are coming up. This is the period where you have rumors, where you have signing transfers going on as the window has opened. So we still have the case of Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, where they are still after they are still after Alvarez, and Atletico Madrid now have gone to court to say that you guys came to bid for a player when it was not time, when the player was still active. This was not the period. So,
but Atletico Madrid going to court, for me, they are doing everything they can to protect their ego.
Yeah, they are just trying to protect their ego.
There's nothing there because
you can't tell me he came for a player. Let's say it's not official, but there was no signing. The player, he was the one showing interest that he wanted Barcelona. So okay, Barcelona came. They are now coming to say they are coming for your player at the period where he is not supposed to, even seek for any bid or something. So they are just trying to protect their interests. And of course, Madrid also came for the player. Why did they not go to court to say Madrid came for the player? In fact,
they actually have issue with Barcelona.
So they are just having.
They have issue only with Barcelona. Issue. They don't have issue with any other team. No, that's actually Barcelona. The problem. They have issue with Barcelona.
Clubs in Italy right now, I say Italy, in Spain, will I say Atletico Bilbao also wanted to do the same thing when Barcelona came for Nico Williams. They were like, I don't know if it's safe to say Barcelona. They are trying to say Barcelona don't have the money to pay players, because you come for a player, you say you want to pay some part of the money first. You don't get to pay, or which is normally done. You pay some parts, you plan the payment period. Maybe you can split it instrumentally 2-3 times, or even over a period of years before you pay that, make the full payment. So clubs do that thing. So it's not only Barcelona that are a syndicate or involved in those practices. You get to sometimes club pay the full amount at once. Sometimes they don't pay at once. They put it instrumentally. So Barcelona are not the only culprits here. Why are you people just, they are just trying to, will I say, render Barcelona down, or bring their image down. Some people will say they get to pay referee all the time. They will bring out a case that how come they are seeing transfers from Barcelona to the referee's account at this period of time when Barcelona was winning the league. It was because they were paying rest. So many rumors have come outside, and they are just trying to frustrate this team, especially if Real Madrid, that we saw Perez even also trying to raise a case against Barcelona that they are involved in, paying officials, in their match, match fixing and all those things. But at the end of the day, you go to court and you come outside, they will still say Barcelona are not found guilty, and they will go their way. So for me, it's just something like they are just trying to, frustrate that team. They're trying to frustrate them.
They're trying to frustrate Atletico Barcelona, because they just don't want that close rivalry to exist. So they're also fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. But I must tell you, at the end of the day, it would make a lot of sense if Barcelona would go for another player. Let them just take their hands away from Julian Alvarez.
Now is, in fact, they cannot sign him, because the club is telling you that they are going to court.
The thing about Alvarez, I'm not really certain that guy is not a world class player. I must tell you, he is a world class player, but he needs to understand that he's young, and playing for Barcelona could be the best decision he would ever make in his life, because there are teams that are meant to be average. I'm sorry, there are teams that are meant to be average. There are teams that are meant to, play wonderful football. There are teams that are meant to play awesome football. There are teams that are meant to win. So I'm looking at their coach, looking at the structure of Atletico Madrid. I would tell you that Atletico Madrid has a certain structure that could limit them by the structure itself. So I'm encouraging Julian Alvarez to make his choice, even though he cannot make his choice right now because of how they have
The
been
case,
going, the litigations going on around his sale and his contract. But I will tell you that they need to understand that when a player wants to leave a team, the player should leave the team.
Yeah,
No,
that's
now he has given Barcelona a go ahead. Okay, you guys can come for me, but they are not seeing him.
no.
So it becomes a problem. Like he is now, but Atletico Madrid now was like they are blocking this transaction because I also feel like they are not trying to. They don't want anyone to owe them.
Yeah, that's basically what they don't want
They
because
don't want anyone to owe them because they know
Barcelona
that
has that record.
they know that if they sell Julian Alvarez to Barcelona, if he agrees, it will just be for the papers.
To be Barcelona will not pay that
he
for
may
money.
he may
Imagine
be.
500 million release clause. Barcelona is pricing 120. You still have 500 million clause to release this player.
Then you also have you still have
It's going to be
you still
difficult.
have Rafinha issue, which has been on low key.
Right.
Rafinha's issue.
Yeah,
that is
I saw that, and I don't want to believe it's true.
I don't.
That
I don't.
Rafinha is broke.
I too don't want to believe it
And you tell
because
me you are still actively playing football. So is it that Barcelona has not been paying you your
no,
salary?
not
or-
only him. Like I saw, I don't know. Is there an agenda? Or I don't know if it's an agenda against Barcelona, but it's more like the likes of Balde, the likes of Rafinha, and the rest of them. You know, depression is in the camp.
Ah.
And it's a rumor. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah,
not a
of course,
confirmed
it's not
story
confirmed.
because they have not come out to confirm how or what is going on. But it's just what the media has been, what has been flying around media and some people on X have been.
Some said
pushing
that
around.
the father has been misusing the money because it's like the father is the manager, so he's one that the money goes to his account. Now, if your Rafinha is quite mature now to say he does not know where his money is entering, but if the father is the manager and eventually the one receiving the money, he should have some idea of how the money is spent. They are also saying the wife also gets to buy some things, and I don't know how even the money that leads sold for where Barcelona bought him from, they said they have not paid everything to Leeds, and they are still owing Leeds till today. So anyway, these are all rumors that have not been confirmed, but to say Rafinha is broke right now is something that I do not want to believe. How can you be? You are actively. You are still. It's not that you have retired. That you over some period of time you have spent the money, but this time around you are still active. So is it that the club is not paying you? Is it that who is receiving the money is spending the money unwise? Is it that you yourself you are having to live some lifestyle, excessive lifestyle that the money? So it's just some rumors that we cannot afford to believe until maybe he comes out and say, okay, this is what is happening. He's going to explain how the money you are being paid or were you not being paid. So at the end of the day, we just have to wait. These are just rumors that we are letting you guys know that, of course, it's coming out. We are having to see even the father respond to some statement. The wife also has come out to tweet that it is not true that, but Rafinha himself has not tweeted or said anything. Barcelona has not said. So we are going to have to leave it on the rumor side. So we move straight forward to what happened yesterday, the matches that took
Yes.
place in the FIFA World Cup. And the first match that came your way was that of Ivory Coast versus Norway. I could tell yesterday I predicted that it's going to be a 2-1 victory, and of course it came out 2-1. But the match itself was a highly intensified match. In fact, very entertaining, attack for attack, defense to defense. So, of course, luckily Norway had to come out with the winner, and the man himself, the goal machine, Erling Haaland, had to score the winning goal. But that does not mean that Ivory Coast did not play a wonderful football. In fact, they had to play a 9-minute free kick that the keeper had to make an extraordinary save. I could tell you that if not for the keeper, that goal, of course, would have gone into the back of the net and maybe would have had extra time and maybe penalties. But the first goal, of course, was scored by Nusa. This guy, plays wonderfully well. He had to play a corner that's from outside the 18, the one that we call R2. When you are playing PS, you hold the R2 down and curve the ball. This guy, that goal was more of the kind of the ones we used to score in PS when we play PlayStation 3 or 4. You curve the ball from outside the box. I could tell you that was a beautiful goal from Nusa. And of course, Diallo had to equalize. Diallo came in the match at the 60th minute I don't know why they don't always start this Amad Diallo, but anytime he comes in, it's like a super sub,
And
he
is it
gets
not
a
better
goal.
he comes in and make pronounce it that
He's
he's
what
here.
if he starts
I
and
think,
he also makes that
mm-mm.
statement?
No. If football, let's see the team as it is. If you start a game and you are not playing well, but whenever you come in, you play well. There's something about this. That means you watch the game from the bench. You watch the game from the bench, and it's not a bad thing, please.
No, of course, it's not a bad
It's
thing.
not something wrong.
I'm also looking at it from this angle. Now, okay, they lost this match now yesterday, but he made an impact. What we have not seen he has not started any of the matches. The 3 matches they played in the group stage, he did not start. But when he came in, he had a goal in almost all 3 of them. Then what if, let's take it to the part that if he starts, maybe you will have gotten maybe 2 goals. There's also a possibility of that you getting, maybe Norway will not be ahead. He will be the one to open the scoring and maybe probably give them 2 goals ahead. Then come outside in the second half. It could also happen that way, but I'm not the almighty that will have known what will have happened. But of course, when he comes in from the second half, he gets a goal, and of course he got the equalizer at the 74th minute, but only for Erling Haaland again to break the hearts of the Ivory Coast fan. It was heartbreaking, I must say. Even when they scored the goal, I was like, wow, another African team is leaving, because when we entered this round of 32, we are having 9 teams. Now they are reducing the numbers. We only have Morocco that have managed to skate through. Ivory Coast have gone home yesterday. South Africa went home the other day. So it's like they are now taking the African guys away, and it's really heartbreaking for us today. Of course, we are still going to see one of our African brothers play, but that was not the only match that came our way yesterday, as at 11 o'clock, France had to play their match against Sweden, and brothers and sisters in Christ, I can tell you that
it was a trashing moment.
It was a dominating match for me.
I told you that
very dominating.
France is the PSG of football
right
now. They don't do you know the guys, the kind of Bakola? Look at Bakola now. Look at Bakola.
They are just too, you will not even know who to hold, because that team, when you are watching them, Sweden they were helpless, because it was like tsunami. They just unleashed the guys on, and the coach sometimes is merciless, because you have the option of keeping some of these guys to play second, but he will just unleash everything. Start Mbappe, start Olise, start Dembele, start Bakola, start Doué. Is it not too much? Is it not too much?
What do you want to do?
Is it not too much? How do you not expect the team? Who are they going to hold? Because sometimes when you keep some people, you now say, okay, even Ivory Coast match yesterday, they could hold Haaland because they did not start some of their Odegaard did not start. But this one, you just pack everybody, and these people are attack. They are attackers. They are not even the attackers having to feed 5 attackers in a match. What do you now want the Swedish side to do? What if the defender is holding Dembele, one person is holding Dembele, one person is holding Mbappe? Who is now going to hold Doué? Who is going to hold Bakola?
Who's going to hold Bakola? Yeah.
So the thing is, it was dominating for France. First half, Mbappe had a goal that was disallowed for offside in the first 17 minutes already. He was having a goal, but it was a close one, a very close match. I can tell you that if not for intervention of VR, if you say to the ordinary eyes of man, I can tell you that ball they will just count it as a goal, and even the Swedish side will not complain, because it was very close that you could say, okay, it's not offside. But of course, when they ruled that line with the VR, you get to see that, okay, it was a margin or 2 offside. But in the first 17 minutes, I can tell you that France already had a goal through Mbappe. Then, if the goal was cancelled for offside, later again in the match, as at before the closing of the first half, he also opened the scoreline, that's Mbappe, at the 45th minute with an assist from Dembele. The match ended first half 1-0, only to come into the second half, and of course, the guy himself, Bakola, had to get another goal at the 58th minute through Olise. Olise had 2 assists in this match, and
Olise will assist,
Dembele will assist. Dembele will assist. Then Mbappe, of course, had to score again at the 74th minute through Olise again, and he has now equaled the record goal scoring in the World Cup with Messi. They're in the same position right now. Of course, Messi has not played his own match against the Cape Verde. If he's going to still get another goal there, we don't know. But right now, they're in the same numbers. And
you can't. You see, someone like Mbappe, you can't hold Mbappe.
It's very impossible.
You can't hold him. You can't hold Mbappe down. Mbappe is someone that when he gets the ball, all that is in his mind is to score
Just
you
to go and score.
and to disgrace you. He does not have any other life plan than
And
to
he's very
disgrace
fast,
you.
right
And
now.
he's very fast. This guy, in a split second, he has moved the ball, and you're wondering, is he a Formula One driver? Does he drive for Formula One? Is he a Ferrari driver? Because I'm trying to understand what's going on with this France team. The guys are fast.
Very fast. All of them are fast. Dembele, you can't even catch up with
Like they
Dembele.
play like we are quarreling, and we want to take this quarrel to the next level.
That was the statement. That's why I said that when they played against Sweden, you could have just won these guys 1-0, 2-0. Everybody will go there. Both sides will qualify. But they had to try Sweden 4-1. Look at this squad. How can you in fact, sometimes I pity the countries that are going to play France in this. I can tell you that France is going to get to the final with the way they play. Who is likely going to stop them now? Because if these people should meet, let's say, Spain, with Spain, the defense they have currently right now, Cucurella, will they be able to hold this kind of attack that is about 4 or 5 players? Spain defense.
They call Spain, you are calling Cucurella. I don't understand.
Is their defense?
No, excuse me.
It's not part of the
You are
defense.
calling Cucurella because of what?
Funny enough, he plays their match. He starts the match.
And he's good, Abi.
And he's good. And he's going to have to mark Olise, because that's where Olise plays. If Olise is not playing, he's going to have to mark Dembele. So I don't know how Cucurella now will be able to hold these two guys. I don't know. In terms of speed, you are not faster than these people. In terms of agility, you are not.
No,
you don't have the strength.
It would have been a disaster for the world if Vinny Jr. was in France. Like if Vinny Jr. was in France, it would have been a disaster.
It would have been so much.
So much. Then that their midfield, you have someone like Bruno Fernandes supplying their needs, supplying passes. It would have been so terrible.
So to unleash France to any team right now, I can tell you that. For me, that's why I call them cheats. These people are cheats. We are focusing on the attack. We have not got to the defense, where we have name like Upper Meccano. Imagine somebody's name, Upper Meccano. And if you see that guy, very their defense, you have the Fernandes. Fernandes will be there. You see, Fernandes is there. Luka Hernandez is there.
You have Koundé.
Koundé is still there.
He's still there.
I don't know. Sometimes we focus on but we forget that the guys at the defense is also difficult to break. If you come to the midfield, you have Chouameni there waiting for you. Kamavinga is there. Rabiot is there.
Then you have Kante.
Kante is not even, funny enough, he's not even playing, but he's still in this same squad.
He's still in the bench.
He's just in the bed. They have not unleashed Kante, because it's like they are the squad. That's why I said the people there are too many. Ryan Cherki is still there. He comes from the bench to play. So
and whenever he comes on, you will see the Bernardo Silva in him. He will just be moving around. The way these guys play, they are so good. I don't know the team that will hold them down.
If you ask me, I don't know who is going to hold them. So,
but the final could be Argentina, France.
Yeah, we've seen them. The other final was Argentina versus France. So it's possible to see them, because the pathway that Argentina has, like, it looks easy in terms of when you are going to rate the countries it looks easy for them. But in football, we have seen many things happening. We saw Paraguay beating Germany the other day, which I can tell you we did not expect. Nobody in football expected that Paraguay is going to eliminate Germany. But if you are going to say who is going to qualify from the Argentina group to the final, of course, Argentina is the favorite. And France is also the favorite to qualify from their own group. So there's a likelihood, a possibility for us to have France versus, Argentina in the final. But at the end of the day, we are going to see what happens. We are only predicting, but it does not mean that is going to, happen. But it can happen. That's just what we are saying. And the other match, of course, that they had to play later or early this morning was between Ecuador and the other team, which Ecuador won 2-0 thanks to Raul Jimenez. This guy, you would think he's aging, he's going. He's
the second highest Mexican goal scorer.
Yeah, the guy is still performing. Of course, Wolves signed him. In fact, Wolves had to resign him because, of course, he was a player. He has played for Wolves before, then moved to Fulham. Now he's back to Wolves again. And of course, Wolves are in the championship there. We are relegated, but we are going to have to see. Wolves, were they? No.
Yes.
Okay, they were relegated.
Yes,
okay,
you're right.
So he's going to, of course, feature in the championship. But this guy, I can tell you that he's a baller. This guy plays football.
No, actually, he played a good game yesterday. Now, can we go over to the scores? I mean, the next games that we have.
Yeah, of course. Today we are having
some
matches
interesting
today.
matches
That's we are going to see England face Democratic Republic of Congo now. Another match that, in terms of football right now, we are looking at England and
What
Congo.
if England wins? What if
Congo? That's
if
what
they are
that was where I was driving to. It's possible. We know, of course, England, they are a better team than Congo, but we might have to see a surprise today. Of course, these are the teams that have already qualified. You are having Brazil at the top. Brazil will play Norway. Then we have France, who are going to play Paraguay right now. Then Canada is going to play Morocco. Now, the winner of England or Democratic Republic of Congo is going to play Ecuador. We have other matches that are there. Then we're also going to see Belgium and Senegal. You know, our African brothers are playing today. England is going to play Congo by 6 o'clock.
Then Senegal.
Then Senegal is going to play Belgium. I don't. These fixtures, they are too, for me, they are too strong for
Africa.
It's just like, are they trying to eliminate us one by one? Because how can you Belgium? I don't know. Like
No, Senegal.
Senegal, no, of course they had to play France in their group stage, where of course France defeated them 3-1. Now you are coming to play Belgium. You can, in terms of football, Belgium are of course ahead in the ranking. You have Doku, that's where Jeremy Doku.
My guy.
Yeah, your guy Andrew Onana is there. Tillemans is there.
Andrew Onana is there.
Yes, and that's where Andrew Onana played. The tall Andrew Onana.
Oh, I thought it was my favorite.
No, not Andrew Onana, not the keeper.
I thought it was my favorite.
not that one
midfielder.
that is a player keeper. I can't tell you. Onana is not a keeper. He's a person that just happened to find himself in the keeping position, but he wants to play football. De Bruyne is still there. Lukaku is still there. These people are still body. So this match is going to be a difficult one for Senegal. I must say, it's very good. In fact, for the odds for Belgium to win, I don't think it's up to 20%, but that 20% safe is still good. At least there is hope that even if it's a 0.01% chance, there is hope, there is a chance. And I can tell you that I'm hopeful. In fact, if you say England versus Congo, Belgium versus Senegal, which of the African team is likely to qualify, I'm going to pick Senegal any day, anytime, because these people, their football, we cannot underrate them. We have this the Ismail Assar there, we have the Sane there, so they have money, so they have great guys that can pull up and deliver what you never expected. So I'm expecting, or I'm hoping that Senegal will also be one of the African countries to qualify. And if Democratic Republic of Congo can also do something unexpected, then we'll still have some of these guys still skating. So these are the two matches that we are going to see today, by 6 o'clock and by 10 o'clock. So I don't know if you are going to have any prediction or what you are seeing.
England moves into the next stage, while Senegal moves into the next stage.
So Senegal is going to defeat Belgium.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to toe in this same line. Of course, England.
Senegal is going to defeat Belgium. And you know that this playoff that we're having now in the FIFA World Cup is actually the real playoff.
Yeah. Like,
it's so real and still not real at the same time, because the favorite teams are being knocked out.
Yeah, the favorite teams are being knocked out.
So
if Paraguay, I'm still going to keep using that example. If Paraguay is knocking out Germany, what else cannot happen in football? German machines, one of, in terms of football, top 10 ranking team, and Paraguay is coming to knock them out. So Senegal can, toe that same part and help us to knock out Belgium. And we are going to, have to see them join Morocco that have already qualified.
Yes, that's what it is. And this is where we're going to, call the shortings, call it a wrap on this edition of Aneke TV Sports. Thank you very much for watching. It has always been a pleasure. And catch up with us same time, same station, as we bring you tomorrow what's happening and the predictions, if the predictions actually was predicted right. And then we want to also have your comments. We'd love to have your comments on our social media platforms so that we know what you think about the show, and we also know what you have predicted. And for now, I am Good Chukwuma, the Sports Braco.
All right, I still remain your humble host worldwide, saying thank you very much, for staying with us through this segment of the show. We will still come your way tomorrow, same time, same station, 8 a.m. We are here on Aneke Sports. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Bye.